All right, all right, all right. Everything I do it on God. Everything we do it on God. When I do it with these two crazy motherfuckers, we do it on God. This is the On God podcast show from this past week, and the On God podcast picks for the new week of the playoffs on both sides of the NFL and college football. We're gonna jump right into the scores from the NFL on Sunday that we just missed it Saturday. The Browns lose to the Ravens, 35 to 10. Bengals lose to the Steelers, 19-17. That was the two games on Saturday. We had already 19-17. We had already knew this from jump though. We're gonna jump into the Sunday games. My Eagles beat the Giants 20 to 13. 13-3. Giants 3-13. Tanner McKee came to play ball. We finished with 14 wins on the season. Number two seed locked up. Falcons 8-8. Panthers 4-12. Falcons started falconing again. Lost 44 to 38. Just can't do it. Ain't even no point in talking about it.
We've all picked them to win
Commanders
the
beat the
division and they fell
Cowboys
apart.
23 to 19. Commanders, yep. Commanders 11 and 5. Cowboys 7 and 9. Bears 4 and 12. Packers 11 and 5. The Bears actually get a W 24 to 22. Jordan Love gets knocked out the game, which is not a good thing. Christian Watson also gets knocked out the game. He is out for the year, it looks like. That's not a good thing going into the playoffs because they got to see us on Sunday at 4:30. Um,
Bye bye.
Texans beat the Titans 23 to 14. Jaguars lose to the Colts 26 to 23. Bills lose to the Patriots 23 to 16. Now the Titans have the number one pick in the draft this year so
Yep.
far.
They'll fuck it up.
Um, the Saints had the Bucks beat, gave the Bucks the game at the end, lose 27 to 19, so Mayfield and company can get in the playoffs. Um,
And win the division.
Yep.
yeah, Broncos blast the Chiefs 38 to nothing, which we knew was gonna happen anyway because we knew wasn't nobody playing. Broncos make it to the last playoff spot,
Mhm.
knock the Bengals out. The Bengals put in a complaint about sitting your players like everybody in the fucking league didn't sit their players, trying to act like it was purposely done for them not to get in the playoffs. Bro, listen to me.
What the hell they got to do
Fans,
with T in China?
Zach Taylor, you're not that important to the Broncos. You're not that important. They really was
They
just
was
trying to
going to
get
do that. That shit happens every year. You
the
just needed the
the
last
Chiefs.
game. It was the wrong goddamn game to be needed.
Yep.
The Chiefs are 15-1, and they was resting their players because they're trying to make a run. Come on, man. Come on,
Hey,
Zach
hey, let's
Taylor.
go back early in the season when they lost to New England. You could have won that game. You went ahead and need that game.
That made you look like a whole cheese ball, Zach Taylor. You look like a whole cornball and cheese ball. Chargers 10-6 beat the Raiders 34-20. Raiders are now 4-12. Seahawks beat the Rams 30 to 25, but the Rams had already had the division locked up, so they didn't have to win the game anyway. Dolphins 8-8 lose to the Jets. The Jets get them a W 32 to 20. 49ers get blasted by the Cardinals 47 to 24.
Mhm.
And the Lions smacked the Vikings 31 to 9. 1-5 was the only person that picked the Lions. But the Vikings, I've never seen a team get in the red zone that many times and blow it in the red zone that many times.
That shit was nuts.
It,
He
it was.
just couldn't complete. He couldn't complete a pass in the red zone.
That's going to be a problem.
But
Yep.
but but it's gonna be a problem for the Lions if the Lions think they're gonna be able to beat every team in the NFC blitzing their whole fucking team. That's not gonna work against the Eagles. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You can try that shit against us, and Saquon Barkley gonna be out there one-on-one with a linebacker, and they gonna get embarrassed. I'm just telling you right now. That's not the move. Because Aaron Glenn was just calling full house blitzes on Sam Darnold. And Sam Darnold just couldn't find the open guy. That's really all it was. Because if Sam
How do you
Darnold
have
can keep
Justin
up,
Jefferson and can't get a complete pass? I
because
still
he
don't
was over,
understand that
because
part.
he was overthrowing him. He was overthrowing him. He was throwing it too far. Because when the pressure was coming, Aaron Glenn was blitzing the whole fucking team. He was literally blitzing the whole team. Look, it's like this. If I have 13 injuries on defense and I gotta try to stop you, The only really thing I can do is sit in the house because I can't check you one-on-one. When they didn't sit in the house, Aaron Glenn was running out. I mean, Aaron Jones was getting yards on their ass, and they was completing passes down the field. But every time Aaron Glenn bought the full-blown blitz, man, it was a wrap, bro. He couldn't. Sam Darnold couldn't. He didn't have no time, and he can't run. You got to think. You got to be he can't run. So, but I'm
not necessarily. He's just not the fastest.
Right.
He can't run. What the fuck you mean? It ain't about being the fastest. Most quarterbacks like that for real. He's like, who was he like to me? He's like
one quarterback.
He's like Matthew Stafford. He can't when they can only make moves in the pocket. When they run out the pocket, you need to worry about them. Like, oh shit.
Tom Brady, Carson Palmer, that type of
Yeah,
thing.
he ain't got that type of mobility to
Yeah, when you were the Jets, that motherfucker would roll out. He just wasn't fast.
Right.
When them blitzes is coming, if you ain't fast, oh, that's your ass, Mr. Bozeman. So that's the NFL scores. I want to put this out there so everybody know because this is our show. Gerard Mayo, Doug Peterson, Antonio Pierce, Lou, the defensive coordinator from Cincinnati, the Titans GM, Gus Bradley, the coach D coordinator, also Ken Dorsey. I mean, those are just a few of the names they got clipped.
Yeah, because we fired our defensive coordinator and our special teams coordinator also.
Yeah, that's just a few of the names they got clipped. But honestly, the one that I don't think that was deserving was the Cincinnati Bengals D coordinator, because my thing is if you don't have no players, when he had players, he went to the Super Bowl. When you didn't pay his players that was on that same defensive team, what the fuck do you think is going to happen?
Right.
There's no scheme in the world that can clear up a lack of players. There's no scheme.
You know what?
Even Bill Belichick would have got fired off of that.
You know what that is? That's a desperate head coach trying to show management that he expects better out of the team, but he's really.
But the thing is, he don't even have to do that with the Brown family. This motherfucker's gonna let Nick Henry. Hey, they don't even fire head coaches. David Shula was the last head coach to get fired.
I feel like he fired him.
He's the one that
fired him.
Zach Taylor fired him.
No, I'm just saying in general. He should have to.
Somebody told him to fire him, though.
Well, my thing is this: the Brown family doesn't fire even head coaches, so he ain't in fear of his job. He can't be.
I think he may be. I think next year, if they miss the playoffs again, he'll be out on his ass.
Man, the Bengals ain't never in no position to be threatening nobody ever about anything.
I'm not saying they're going to get anything better. I mean, I'm not
saying. I'm going to be honest with you. These are the.
I'm saying his job. The body language of Joe Burrow in the last 3 games, he's like, "What the do I got to do? Our defense sucks ass," and it was caught on camera. He said,
"But that had nothing to do with Zach. That has nothing to do with Zach Taylor."
Yeah, Zach Taylor can only coach who he got on the field.
He's the offensive coach.
Star players.
Joe Burrow had the most touchdowns, the most yards he's ever thrown for.
Right.
He had a triple crown receiver. Whose offense are y'all running?
Zach Taylor's. Right.
So what the fuck are you talking about? What are y'all talking about?
This guy had to go out and be Superman every week just to try and win a game.
But
that's offensive line.
That still has nothing to do with Zach Taylor, though.
If you can get both of your lines right, that shit would change.
Zach Taylor ain't putting wins together, though. That's what I'm saying.
But that's really management's fault for not selecting the right players for him to coach, too.
Exactly. That's my whole point. My whole point is Zach Taylor went out and fired the defense because the defense is what lost them games, right? Now, on the other flip side of that is they gave the motherfucker a high school JV defense to run. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Lou had like the best players on earth, and then the player that he did have that's good led the league in sacks.
That
You know what's
still
so
has
crazy?
nothing to do with Zach Taylor. Zach
But
Taylor's
you know
not
what's
the
so crazy?
GM. He's
But
not
you
the
know what's
GM.
crazy? Two moves.
I understand. He
Two
can get
moves.
fired like anybody else did. Do you think
Two
Gerard
moves.
Mayo deserved to get fired? No.
Hey, look,
Doesn't mean
two moves in Cincinnati fucked y'all window up. Letting DJ Reader leave and letting Jesse Bates leave. If y'all would have kept them two players, your window would still be open right now. Right now, y'all got to find a way to open it right the fuck back up.
You're not getting any argument out of me with either one of those. So yeah,
it still has nothing to do with Zach. It still has nothing to do with Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor's the head coach. At the end of the day,
it don't matter.
It's always
he's
the head
not
coach.
the GM.
No, I know. I get it. It's still a bad move. That shit happens all the time. You should have kept your defensive coordinator, and you should have found. Hey, in the draft, you should have been fixing that defense and offensive line and finding some secondary help and re-signing your wide receivers and finding a late round running back.
That's part of the GM. That's part of the GM and the coach. That's not just on the coach. Hey, remember, Nick Sirianni don't pick my players. Howie Roseman does.
You think Doug Peterson did a bad job in Jacksonville? He was given C- players to coach. He's the head coach. The head coach is always
Peterson?
Yeah.
Doug Peterson had pieces on offense. He had pieces.
He had.
We just couldn't get Lawrence to stop playing scared.
That's what he coaches.
He had C+ receivers. He had maybe a B- quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence just played like shit.
Trevor Lawrence
played like shit.
He ain't good.
It had nothing to do with Doug Peterson.
Exactly, but he still got fired.
But that had nothing to do with Doug Peterson, though.
But
it was management's fault. It was management's fault for giving Lawrence all that money so quickly. They should have made him play out that contract.
He got fired. Had shit to do with him, but he still got fired. The GM ain't gonna fire himself. The owner ain't gonna fire himself. So the head coach is the one that goes.
I'm just saying the Zach Taylor problem makes no sense because you just was in the Super Bowl, and then when you lost the Super Bowl, coming out of the Super Bowl as a fan base, y'all started doing this shit. This is your problem. You be running your fucking mouth as a fan base, and you never proved nothing. You never won nothing. You never really did nothing. So y'all was dick riding yourself, like, yeah, we the Bengals. We're the Bengals now. You're the Bengals that went to the Super Bowl and lost. That's what happens. You lose, and then when you turn right back around, you did nothing. Your quarterback that y'all blame Zach Taylor for, he got hurt. How many years did he get hurt in a row? 2? So he just played a full season? Was that Zach Taylor's fault he got hurt twice? Or was that the management and Zach Taylor? It's a lot of shit in Cincinnati. You can't just be pointing one finger. Like, yeah, it's him. It's just him over there. Like, oh, it's him. Joe Burrow ain't been healthy.
It's the management. It's the management's fault every goddamn time in Cincinnati.
Because I don't be understanding the Bengals fans.
You're not getting an argument. You're not getting an argument out of that because you're right. The problem is management ain't going to fucking fire themselves. They're going to fire the head coach. So that's my point.
No. Hey, like I told you, Cincinnati will let you sign a contract.
Fantastic job if you keep missing the playoffs.
God, you kept Marvin Lewis for 10 fucking years, and you're going to sit here on this pod right now and tell me and James that we really think you're going to fire Zach Taylor.
Yes.
Really? You're the Bengals. You didn't fire Marvin.
I do think that they will fire Zach Taylor if he misses the playoffs again next year.
What did Marvin Lewis do? What did Marvin Lewis do?
Different about this team other than Marvin Lewis? They got vocal stars. The stars under Marvin Lewis weren't vocal.
You know what's so crazy?
Wasn't a talker. Chad didn't talk.
You know what's so crazy?
Chad talked, but he didn't talk bad about his coach.
You know what's so crazy though?
Stars talking bad about the damn coaching staff this year.
Y'all fired in y'all history. Y'all fired 2 head coaches. 2. Y'all fired 2 head coaches in your life. Sam White and David Shula. Y'all ain't fired nobody else in the history of the Bengals. So, like I said, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, 1-5. But at the end of the day, the Bengals are never going to pay another coach to not be there and pay a coach to be there. They're going to let him play out that contract, but they'll act like they act like they're going to do what normal teams do, but they're not going to do it.
They may not.
That motherfucker ain't going nowhere. If you kept
they fired Sam White.
I hope he does.
They fired Sam White
for 10 years. They kept the bum for 10 fucking years. That motherfucker didn't win nothing. And they kept his ass for 10 years. Man, get the fuck out. Hey, man, I'm telling you right now, if y'all fire Zach Taylor, I'm going to just tell you this right now. If y'all fire Zach Taylor, y'all are going to be, you already damn near stupid as fuck anyway. You're going to be in the top 5 as the dumbest fucking organizations known to man. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when Joe Burrow is finally healthy, right? Yeah. And Zach Taylor gets to coordinate Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has his best year ever.
I understand all that.
Man, I'm not trying to hear. And then you kept a coach for 10 years that never won shit. And you think you're gonna convince me that you're gonna fire a coach that went? Hold on. You gonna fire a coach that went to the Super Bowl in damn near his second or first year?
They fired Sam White after he went to
the Super Bowl. Sam White's
they fired Sam White. They fired Sam White 4 years after that. But here's the thing: they kept Sam White only to fire. They kept Sam White only to fire, but then they let go of Boomer 2 years early. So that's what I said. Y'all always do shit in weird ass situations that don't even make any sense.
Y'all
might be the dumbest.
Get no arguments out of me on that. They do dumb shit. It's
sometimes you know who the Bengals are? They are Cole. You stupid.
You stupid.
Man, y'all be doing some special shit, man. But I just want to say this. I don't feel like
we hang our helmets up when we come into the room.
Yeah, y'all special. I don't feel like every dismissal of every coach in the NFL this offseason has been justified. I really don't believe it. Just like the Mike McCarthy thing where supposedly Jerry Jones talks shit talking about he's going to cut him off from talking to Chicago. But before he cuts him off, he says, well, if he wants to go talk to him, then go talk to him. So
he sounds like a woman.
You need a motherfucking muzzle, bro. You really need a muzzle for your mouth. Just shut the fuck up. Just stop.
Yeah, because you deny the Bears access to talk to interview him. So does that mean you're going to resign him? Because if you don't resign him, now you look like a fucking prick.
He gonna wait till next week when the actual. This how petty he is. He gonna wait till next week when the actual contract is up because his contract ain't up till next week. So he's gonna.
Yeah, on the 13th.
And then he's gonna sign him. That's how stupid he is. Like, won't you just get the shit over with? Why do you linger this shit on with your players and your coaches? And this is why Cowboy fans, look at all of us. This is why you're never going to win. Because you're never
as long as Jerry Jones is running this shit, because he runs this shit. He runs it personal and it's a business. And that's number one rule. You never put personal in the business. He's over here doing personal shit, and that's why y'all can't get out your own way. Because y'all are the fucking Jerry Jones Cowboys.
So fucking sad. All right, so let's switch subjects. We got 2 big games in the next 48 hours. One starts in 24 hours. We're going to start with the first one. We're going to talk about the first one, and then we're going to talk about the second one that plays the day after. The first game is number 4 Penn State. What up, Magic? Number 4 Penn State, 11-2. Against number 5 Notre Dame, 11-1. College football playoff semifinal. 1-5. Who you got?
Man, so we got strength on defense with both of these teams. Offenses are kind of ass on both of these teams. I want to say Notre Dame. I have a feeling that Penn State's just going to pull this out barely, but I'm gonna go with what I've been saying all year, Notre Dame. So let's go with that.
Okay. 2 times who you got?
I'm gonna go the same route as him. I want to see Notre Dame win, but I picked y'all in Penn State in the national championship game, so I look stupid going the other route. So Penn State.
It's like these two teams are twins, but the difference in these two teams is Notre Dame's quarterback is better than Penn State's quarterback because Drew Allen's a pamper. Notre Dame's quarterback is a gamer. He can make plays that Drew Allen can't make with his feet. I'm a Big Ten guy, though. I got a funny feeling Penn State can get a turnover or two defensively to keep this game close. But I think the reason why I think Notre Dame's going to win is because Penn State does not have enough offense to beat Notre Dame.
Right.
Penn State ain't really had enough offense to beat none of the teams they beat recently. They just came out the easiest part of the bracket to get where they are. You play Boise and you play Indiana. Once you stop Indiana's offense, their defense ain't good enough to do shit. No, I'm sorry. They didn't even play Indiana. They played the weak motherfucker SMU. I mean, you literally got 3 interceptions in 5 minutes against SMU, and the game was over.
Right.
You come out and play Boise State. If you stop Genty in the run game, you win the game. All they did was athletically beat Boise. Right. Now, the thing with this, the funny thing about this game is Notre Dame and Penn State are basically twins because athletically, they both got a lot of athletes. So it's not like Penn State's up here and Notre Dame's here, or Notre Dame's up here, Penn State's there. They're really like here because we played both of them. But I got to go with Notre Dame. Yeah. But I'm going to say, like I said, the Georgia game against Notre Dame. I'm going to go with Notre Dame. But if Penn State win, I won't be surprised. I'm going to say that. Yeah. That's the same shit I said when I said I got Georgia. But I said if Notre Dame win, I want Notre Dame to win. But if Georgia won that game, I wouldn't be surprised. And when it started off, it looked like Georgia was about to run with that motherfucker too. But Georgia's sorry in the motherfucker. They sorry. They're pimping. Okay, so we got our picks in. Game 2, Friday night, 7:30. Woo! Another one for the semifinals. Number 6 Ohio State, 10-2, against number 3 Texas, 11-2. The game is in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas and Arlington in Jerry's World. 2 times. Who you got?
Man, fuck Texas. So I'm gonna say that much. But I'm not picking the motherfuckers because for one, I already picked y'all to jump on their ass like they owe y'all $50. But like I said, going back just a tad bit, the storylines look better with Marcus Freeman coming back in the national championship game to play his alma mater. There's a lot of storylines going on with that. But like I said, Ohio State's going to win this game. Penn State, we running it.
Okay. 1-5. Who you got?
Well, I mean, let's look at what we said all year, News. Who's the 2 teams we thought could win a national championship this year? These 2 teams right here, Texas and Ohio State. Texas has been kind of fraudulent on offense, for sure. Ohio State's had its up and downs all year, but, man, they look really good in the playoffs. They're on a mission, and I just –
y'all have to beat their ass.
I don't see anybody coming close to us, man. It's like I said with the Oregon game. I thought the Oregon game was going to be a blowout, and I was proven right on that. I don't think Texas will be a blowout, but I think we'll win by at least 14 to 17 points, easy.
That's a blowout.
Yeah, yours is going to fuck up. And we may see, to be honest with you, we may see Arch Manning in this game.
Hopefully you see goddamn Archie Manning.
Manning.
Of course I got Buckeye Nation. I'm gonna say it exactly like I said the last time. I ain't no like I said, ain't been no talking, bro. I ain't doing no. They gotta they
I
on a mission
will.
to
Y'all
handle
will beat
business.
their ass.
They got. I ain't even listening
I'm
to
here
you.
for it.
I don't need you to talk for me. I'm on a. My guys is on a mission. They gotta go. I want them to meet they goal. I'm gonna be quiet and let them meet they goal.
I'm a
But
hopeful
I don't
Oklahoma
know what
Sooner
the
fan that
I don't
hopes
know
y'all
what the
beat
score
their ass.
is. I don't know what the score is gonna be. I really don't know. But I'm riding with my boys. I just feel like I gotta let them handle what they gotta handle. The media. I'm gonna just tell the media this. Thank you, thank you.
Ohio
Because
State.
ever since the up north loss, all that chirping and shit, y'all woke them up. You ain't have
Right.
to wake up the fan base. The fan base, we've been woke. But you woke up the sleeping giant, and I'm happy. Thank you. Thank you. Keep. Matter of fact, shout out Booger McFarland. Big Booger McFarland is the main one. Remember what you said. Remember what you said. You're the only person I heard say this dumb shit. Now, I ain't gonna say what you said till the game is over. When the game is over and we talk about this and we come back, I'm gonna holler at you, Booger McFarland. We got something to talk about, baby.
Whether he's in the studio or in the Booger Mobile, he always saying
Yeah,
stupid shit.
yeah.
Well,
He's a
you can't
dumb. He says stupid shit all the time.
say shit as stupid as Joy Taylor's boyfriend over there on Fox said. Our quarterback was the worst quarterback left in the
Oh yeah.
playoffs.
Listen. Let him. That's why I said we loving it. Acho, Booker McFarland, we
Yeah,
love you. We love it. Trust
right.
me. He literally said Will Howard was the worst quarterback left in this
Yeah,
semifinal.
right.
So
So
Drew
you
Allen
ain't
ain't
never
in there.
said that. Acho said Drew Allen is better than Will Howard. I said, man, you
Right.
got to be man.
Hey
Fox,
man,
he already in
that
the building.
motherfucker.
Y'all need to drug test him. Y'all need to drug test
I
him.
Hey
know.
man, hey, Ocho over here doing the titty bump off Jason Whitlock's titties.
Right. Right.
He need to be
Peanut
drug
butter
tested,
complaint.
man.
Uh, my girl Amy said Ohio State 100.
There it is.
Appreciate you. All right, so that's our college football picks. Let us know
Yep.
what y'all's are. Please like and subscribe to page. Please like and subscribe to this episode. Please go like and share anything you want to share when it comes to us. This is on God. Every time we do this shit on God. Oh, I forgot to tell everybody because I didn't really get a chance to get into it. I was kind of excited to do this episode. But let me introduce who the fuck is on this bitch. I am Young Money Bad News, the co-CEO of the Star Money Click, number one rapper in the world, and I'm BMC for life. That is 1-5, the other co-owner of the Star Money Click, the owner of Punish Me Vodka that sponsors every episode that we do, the number one producer in the world. That is Jimmy two times the confused 49er fan and the hopeful Oklahoma Sooner fan and my brother from another mother. And like I say every time, we are on God podcast. So let's move on to the NFL playoffs this weekend. We have the wild card matchups. It's about to turn the fuck up. So
Yep.
we're gonna step into Saturday first. So the first game on Saturday, Chargers, Texans, Chargers 11-6, Texas 10-7. 1-5, who you got?
Man, these two games are games with teams that backed into the playoffs, and I see them both losing first round. So I'm gonna go Chargers. I'm gonna go
All right.
Harbaugh.
2 times who you got?
Harbaugh.
Man, Houston's so beat up, man. I gotta go. The Chargers, man. It's just
Here, man.
they're playing better than him anyway. But it's just like the Texans too beat up, man. You can't trust them. Their defense is solid, but that offense is I mean, Les Mixon goes nuts. Who they throwing the ball to? Nico Collins out there running around by himself, and you can't trust what's his name, Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
I got the Chargers as well. And I just want to put this out there. Um the Chargers, the only reason why I really think the Chargers are gonna win is because the Chargers defense is good.
Yeah.
Because they offense to me is suspect for real. I don't like I said before, I have no faith in that quarterback. I ain't got
Yeah.
nothing for him, bro. He overrated as fuck to me, bro. He is overrated, bro. He really in the same boat as Trevor Lawrence and them, he just a tier a little bit above. Literally, like it's a smidge. You put a crumb right there and a crumb there, and that's him. Cause, bro, Justin Herbert ain't shit to me, bro. Like he can make the throws because he's 6'6". Right. But if you really just watch his mechanics and how his field, he ain't really, bro. Because he should be way better. He should be way better than what he is, bro.
So I watched Herbert on a Monday night game play against the Colts last season, and I sat with Ogletree's mom during the game, and we were both talking. And that's one of the Colts tight ends, mom, by the way.
Right.
We were both talking about how unimpressive Herbert was live. I don't understand the hype around that guy. He's got almost as much hype as Josh Allen, and I don't understand the hype around him. You know, I can see Josh Allen a little bit, but Herbert's garbage, man. I never did understand that. They love
Trevor Lawrence the same way.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence the same fucking way.
Yeah.
You know? All right. So the second game, Steelers versus the Ravens. The Steelers are 10-7. The Ravens are 12-5. 2 times who you got?
It's hard to trust the Steelers right now, man. They came in. How many games in a row they lose? About 3?
4 or 5.
Lost 4 or 5.
Oh yeah, man. And the Ravens are rolling. They got the number 1 offense in the league. I mean, and they got to go to Baltimore. You got to be a Steelers fan to pick Steelers right now, man. And I hate to say it because if the Steelers lose, man, them fucking Steelers fans they just as bad as my fans or any fans across the league with that when it comes to that, man. They gonna be wanting to fire their head coach just like every time. I'm like, but who you gonna get to come in there, man? Dude doing what he can do. It ain't his fault he got the black Phillip Rivers in there. That motherfucker fell apart at the end of the season. So, like I said, man, give me Baltimore, and we'll see you next year, Pittsburgh. You need to figure out your quarterback situation because it ain't black Phillip Rivers.
No, but yeah, I agree.
Who you got?
I agree with 2 times, man. The Ravens are rolling, the Steelers are not. So, you know, we'll go with the Ravens.
I got the Ravens as well. I think Lamar Jackson has figured out the formula now, and the Steelers' offense ain't good enough. It's just they're not going to score enough. Russell Wilson is a pamper. George Pickens is a crybaby, and it's like it just don't. It's not gonna work. And you might as well. If I was them, I'm gonna be honest. I'm playing Justin Fields. Yeah. I'm really playing Justin Fields.
Yeah.
After that performance they gave against the fucking Bengals, I'm playing Justin Fields, bro. I'm sorry. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out guns blazing. I got
a real quick question for you.
Plays. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for y'all real quick about this one. Then, since we're pulling out Justin Fields, if this game gets out of hand quick, do you think Tomlin pulls the plug on Russell and puts Justin Fields in there to try to save his face? If he's smart, I think he does.
Probably.
Oh, sure.
But if he's smart, I would start Justin. I would start.
Well, he's smart. I just don't.
Listen, this what I'm gonna tell you though. I was starting because I can deal with Justin's fuck up before Russell's, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Justin Fields ain't gonna turn the ball over. See, Justin Fields ain't gonna force the ball into shit against the Ravens. He's gonna try to run it. He's gonna try to make plays with his legs. He'll throw the ball, but he only gonna throw it when he has to throw it. Russell Wilson, he gonna throw whatever the fuck he see. Just like the last time they played the Ravens and he threw that pick 6. I was over at Keno house when we watching the game, and Keno, the Ravens had just scored, and I was like, y'all got the ball, man. Y'all driving. And the next play, Russell Wilson he just looked, I mean, he literally, it was like he said, you know, I'm about to throw it over there, right? I want you to be ready. And Peterson just caught the ball and took it to the house. And I said, Russell Wilson it's over. It's just like Pete Carroll trying to get the job in Chicago. Pete Carroll, it's over. That's why they got rid of you in Seattle. Y'all run as being in this league, it's done.
But you know what it is? You know, so crazy. They was talking to Sean Payton, and they was trying to figure out what was the real reason he got him out of Denver. He realized during those 2 years he was there, a lot of those sacks that he was taking wasn't on the offensive line. It's because it was on him. And if you notice in Pittsburgh, that same shit is happening.
Bro, we played him this year. When we got our sacks on him, you can see the sacks, bro. He ain't.
Because he can't no longer do that run around like a chicken shit anymore. Nobody used to run like a chicken. He can't athletically do that shit anymore.
He's a shell of himself now, bro. Him is Pete Carroll, is Bill Belichick. They're done. It's over. Mike McCarthy, you're done too for real. But they don't have no other option. So they're going to pay your dumb ass. Because they don't know, because that motherfucker upstairs, he's so stupid. He gonna give you the money because he's just like the motherfuckers in Cincinnati. They'll keep the same coach for 10 years. It's just they want to recycle coaches instead of going to find some young people to run these organizations. Like, because they think about it, everybody that's successful right now in the league, most of the coaches are young. Most of the coaches are young.
If they were smart, they would go get Aaron Glenn, find a really good offensive coordinator on their offense, and just run it like that, and let McCarthy go on Chicago.
Yeah, because literally, Aaron Glenn be the perfect fit in Dallas, but Andy Reid is the oldest coach now, like literally the oldest coach.
Yeah, and see, Aaron Glenn's from Texas. He's a Texas A&M boy, so
I know he would love it. So we got that pick. Now we're gonna move on to Sunday, first game, and I think that when I tell y'all this, I think I'm gonna fuck y'all up. Broncos 10-7, travel to Buffalo. Bills 13-4. 2 times who you got?
I want to upset.
Yep.
I don't think I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna pick Buffalo.
1-5, who you got?
Well, this upset is brought to you by Punish Me Vodka.
I knew you was going there.
Bronco.
I couldn't lie with you this time, man. I feel it, but I just
1-5. Hey, 1-5.
Yep.
I got Denver.
I do too. Let's ride.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna give you the one reason why.
Yep.
The reason why Buffalo gonna choke is because Denver got the best defense in the AFC. Yep. They lead the league in sacks. Yep. And if you lock up Josh Allen's players, what's Josh Allen gonna try to do? Run,
run.
And he gonna be getting his ass blasted.
Right.
And one thing about Buffalo, every time they get home field, every time the pressure's on them, and every time everybody got them up here, what do?
They choke.
Blow it. I got Bo Nix, I got Denver, and I'm dead ass. They gonna be on Josh Allen's ass.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Denver lightweight rolling.
Denver gonna beat Buffalo. Denver's my.
I would like to see that. I'm just being a safe ass on this one. I'm just being a safe ass.
Yeah, I ain't being safe. Fuck that. I was being safe with the Ravens and Steelers and the Chargers in Texas. I ain't being safe with that game because I seen some shit. When I watched the Broncos play the Chiefs, even though the Chiefs didn't play their starting offense, they played their starting defense damn near. Besides McDuffie and Chandler, what's the middleman? The D tackle, Jones.
Yeah.
Jones, him and McDuffie was like the only 2 players that didn't play at the starting squad. The rest of the starters out there getting shitted on. I'm talking about shitted on. Denver was like, hold my beer, cuz 38-0 easy. Buffalo, I'm just gonna say this. Watch your ass. Yep. Watch your ass. Watch your ass. All right.
Man.
Next game. Packers 11-6. Eagles 14-3. We had the Bird game when they come into Philly. The Packers have Jordan Love. They do not have Christian Watson. 1-5, who you got?
Is your quarterback practicing yet?
Come on, man.
It doesn't matter.
Come on, man.
Eagles is
come on. Hey, Listen. One thing my team has learned now, I've noticed it too, and shout out to Nick Sirianni because I like the way they played it this week and last week. They was playing with the media for 2 weeks on purpose because they're sick of the media. They made the media talk about Jalen Hurts concussion protocol. You know, after 6 days, you're really not in protocol no more, right?
Right.
You know that, right? So you have to return to practice to take you out. He had been in the building all week working out and doing everything. Man, he been good the whole fucking time, man. That's why man, anybody on that shit, man. Yeah, he was out there on the field today. Who you got?
Eagles.
All day long. 2 times who you got?
Man, ain't no way I could take Green Bay with all that shit. Green Bay just pretty much ended their season last week when they did that silly shit playing their starters.
Right.
Stupid as fuck.
For no reason. They had nothing to gain.
I got the Bird game, and just like with my Buckeyes, it's the same mentality. I ain't doing no talking. Y'all gonna handle business. I've been letting them play. I'm gonna let y'all play. Yep. Go Birds. Fly Eagles fly. All right. Our nightcap on Sunday. Commanders, Bucks, 12-5 Commanders. Tampa Bay 10-7. Game is in Tampa Bay. Before I ask the question, I want to say this about I'm gonna do the picks first. Then I'll ask y'all this question after that. 2 times who you got?
You know I gotta roll my man Baker at Tampa Bay and down there in the big sombrero in Tampa Bay.
Now he 1-5. Now he back with big. Now he Big Baker.
Well, always been Big Baker, come on, man. I never stopped it.
He was shitty.
I didn't shit. I was just being honest about it. He wasn't playing well.
He was just shitting on him. You was. Okay. What
I can still like you and criticize you.
He was about to lose to the Saints.
Yeah. This game to me is probably going to be the most entertaining game of the weekend. Honestly, this could go either way, but I'm going to go Commanders.
Okay. I got the Commanders too. I don't think Tampa Bay gonna make enough plays. I think this game gonna be close as fuck though.
Yeah.
I really do.
And Washington might not be able to stop Bucky Irvin, man. Bucky Irvin on some shit right now.
Well, they can't stop the run, but it also depends on if Marshawn Lattimore plays to check Mike Evans. That matters too.
Yeah, he don't never have. Hey, that should be good. They be going crazy at each other.
But I'm gonna be honest. This is what I don't like. I'm gonna just say this, and I want to see if y'all agree.
Right.
I don't like that you won your division 10-7. The Commanders are 12-5, and you get the home game.
Right.
I think they need to change the reseeding. And I agree with Amon St. Brown. He brought it up that he said that the playoffs should reseed. If you got it, because he don't think the Vikings should be the number 5 because they lost to them. He said, how the fuck do you go from being the number 1 seed and then you lose the game to dropping the 5? And I agree. I feel like the shit should be seeded. If you got the top records, they should be the top 4 teams. You got the bad records, you should be the bottom half teams. And you should go to them top half teams' house because they earn that motherfucking way. Just because your division sorry as fuck and you finish 10-7, I don't think you should get a home game. And it's the same shit Tampa Bay did last year. They got a home game last year with the same sorry ass record. That's some bullshit to me.
They've had a home game the last 3 years. But here's the thing.
I know.
I'm with you on that. But then here's the thing. What's the point of winning a division then? Just to say you won a division?
I'm not disagreeing with the division part. I'm just saying if you're gonna do it that way, at least seed it right because it's not. It's like if my thing is, then what's the point? What's the point in if that's the case? Then we all should just go 10-7. Ain't no point in me.
Well, I'll tell you this much.
13.
How about we do this? How about we do this? We reseed. You still get a home game, but you got to play lower team. You got to play lower tier team. So you got to play a team that's matching your record. So the team with the worst record, you got to play them.
Tampa Bay should have played the Rams.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
Yeah.
7 and 8.
That's what I'm saying.
But the Rams won the West.
But the problem is they won their division too with that sorry ass record. That's some bullshit. That's stupid. It should be marked exactly the way St. Brown said. The top 4 teams should play the bottom 4 teams, and whether you won their division or not, you had a shitty ass record. So bring your ass to my house because you don't deserve to play at home with that sorry ass record. Right. Fuck that division title. The division title. What is? I mean, it's really like if I can lose 7 games and get a division title every year. What is that?
It's pretty bad.
Mediocre football, bro. That's some mediocre shit. When you got,
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what they should do?
Detroit went 15-2. We went 14-3. The Vikings went 14-3, and the Chiefs went 15-1. You can't even. You're comparing oranges to fucking apples.
You know what they should do? I think during the playoffs, they should throw everybody in a pot.
Man, fuck that shit. You should give motherfuckers what they earned.
No, reason why I say that.
The Vikings should not be the number 5 seed, and they won 14 fucking games, bro.
I'm not arguing with that. But the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is, I think you should just throw all the conference. It don't matter. Just throw that conference shit out the window and reseed it all the way around. Because how many times have we gotten the 2 best teams on one side of the conference, and then we get to the Super Bowl, and then one of those 2 that beat up each other in the damn conference game go over there and blast the other team because they shouldn't have been, because they was the best team to come out of that conference, but they got blasted.
You should just let them 2 sorry motherfuckers play each other. That's 10-7.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody get thrown back in there.
But for real, what?
I was gonna say, Tampa Bay and the Rams should get rewarded with a neutral site game and make that shit cold as fuck. Send them
just a neutral site game. Put both teams in the fucking end zone.
Oh, you know what? You know what's so crazy? The AFC matchup between the Texans and the Chargers is the only one that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's not stupid ass shit, bro, for real. Like all right, so
it's wild.
Vikings 14-3, Rams 10-7. 1-5, who you got?
I'm not going with the home team. Vikings.
1-5, who you got?
Well, just to throw this out here, I don't know if y'all was paying attention because of them wildfires in LA. This shit might move to Arizona, so that might be a neutral game here in a minute.
Right.
So they're monitoring that. So and that shit getting bad as fuck out there. But after mentioning that, after that game where they showed the damn referee view of him watching Sam Darnold get his face mask pulled, and he saying that he didn't see the shit, and that was part of the reason why they didn't get a chance to tie the game up or take the lead and win the game. I got the Vikings beating the Rams.
I got the Vikings too. I don't think the Rams defense is gonna be able to stop Minnesota, and I think Minnesota gonna make a statement against the Rams because they mad as fuck for losing to the Lions.
Yeah,
that's just what I believe. That's our picks for the week. NFL wise and NCAA wise, we will get back to this on Sunday after. We might even push the show back because I don't know. Do y'all think we should do the show after all the wild card games is over? So if we do, then we have to do a show on Tuesday. Or do y'all want to just do Sunday night after the Saturday and Sunday games is over, and we'll just throw Monday into our picks? We'll do the Monday game with our pick show. Because remember, Monday night they only got one game. It's the Vikings and the Rams. But Saturday and Sunday, Saturday is 2 games, and Sunday is 3 games.
On
Sunday.
Honestly, I think we should go Sunday and throw the Sunday night game and the Monday into the picks.
So you think we should do the Sunday and the Monday game together? Sunday night and Monday night. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We can do
that. We probably play it safe and do Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, we only gonna do the first 4 games from Saturday and Sunday. He's saying do the Sunday night game and the Monday night game with the picks, basically.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. All right. So we know what we got going on. Y'all like and subscribe. Y'all like and share. Please sign up. Fuck with us. Like I said, we want y'all feedback on this shit. This is about to be a very exciting weekend of football.
Yeah.
Got the Cavaliers. They beat Oklahoma City this week tonight. It was a battle of the top 2 teams in the NBA, and they
very good game.
And it was. And Donovan Mitchell and them, they for real. Like if you ain't seen Cleveland play, and Oklahoma City's for real too. So if you ain't seen Oklahoma City play and Donovan Mitchell and them play, you might need to turn on your TV.
What's so scary about the Thunder?
Them, Cleveland, the Thunder, and Boston for real right now. Them 3 motherfuckers is for real.
You know what's so scary about the Thunder? They got 2 or 3 picks in the first round for like the next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, so they're gonna be a problem. They're gonna be a problem.
Who the fuck let them have all the fucking picks is what I want to know.
Yeah, they're gonna be a problem. All right, so we're gonna get into our side notes. We're gonna get up out of here because I gotta go get this bag in the morning. I did 2 times last. 1-5. What's your side note?
My side note is 2 times touched on it a little bit. I want to send my thoughts and prayers out to all the people out in California dealing with the wildfires. I've seen a video of it. It don't look very good. I want to also send a big prayer up to my friend Amy, who lost her house this past week due to the same deal, a fire. Her husband, and her kids are living with their parents right now. So, just prayers out to everybody, and make sure you stay safe, man, because you never know.
Yeah, definitely.
You're right.
It's so crazy how them goddamn fires be starting every year. They get a fire after that's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, didn't Smokey tell them that forest fires start with you?
He really did.
Did. Yeah. They didn't get those commercials.
210. What's your side though, man?
Hey, man. We didn't bring it up during the podcast because it's not really relevant to what we really talk about. I just want to say this, man. I'm going to say this once and for all, man. I don't care what Joy Taylor and any of this stuff going on. People have been talking about this stuff all since the day it came out this weekend. We don't know these people. They're just like us. We just know them because they're on TV. I don't care.
Why you think I didn't bring it up? That's why I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, that's the reason why I brought it up, because it was like it's been bothering me. Because at the end of the day, they're normal people just like we do. They have lives. It's like we all have jobs. We all have people we work with that are doing stuff with other workers. We don't care. I come to clock in, do what I got to do, and go home. Them folks is just on TV talking about sports like we are here on this podcast. So if that's what they doing, okay. Everybody that goes to a job got that going on somewhere. So what? Yeah. And the fact that your boy Jason Whitlock was like, oh man, I had to get away from me because I know what I'm capable of. Bro, you was not getting no turn. Even if it was true. See, I don't believe things you can't prove. I don't know what this woman was doing. She may not have been doing anything. But at the end of the day, I don't care one way or the other.
Yeah. He was capable of having a heart attack trying to get on.
Man, he's capable of eating a Jersey Mike sub in 3 seconds, like a conehead.
He would have died on top of her.
Man, he would have died. He'd have died in his head because he wasn't getting nowhere near her.
Hey, to be honest though, I've been hip to Joy Taylor for a long time. Joy Taylor for a long time is very, very, very faithful at her job. I thought she did a wonderful job on Kyle Dill, and I think she deserved everything she got. I don't know why. I think she deserved everything she got. I don't know why.
Man, what's going on with this audio?
Yeah, she's an adult.
What's going on with this audio?
I don't know.
She's an adult. Yeah, that echo was throwing me off.
I don't know what the hell is going on with that.
It was like the fans was listening in on our shit.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You black as fuck, but either way, there you go.
All right. So my side note, I just want to give a prayer out to the people in California. I also still want to give a prayer out to the people in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Because the more and more they unravel in this case, the more and more we finding out this shit was all premeditated. I also want to. I just want to just really just let everybody know, man. If you don't do it, start doing it. If you don't go to church, you do not have to go to church to pray. That I'm telling you, man. You if you don't have the Lord in your life, please get the Lord in your life somehow, bro. Because I'm telling you, man, life for you will change when you give God your life. You just have to, like, you don't have to go to church to give yourself to God, man. Like, for real, I'm just being honest with people. Don't let people fool you thinking if you go to church every Sunday, that means you believe in the Lord. No, man. You can believe in the Lord and not step one foot in the church, bro. So y'all y'all really need to start praying up, man, because the country is fucked up. Like, I experienced some shit today I'm not going to talk about on the air right now, but I experienced some shit today I had never experienced before. And when I told my mother about it, she was like, damn, for real? And I was like, yeah. And I told James about it. He was like, damn, I ain't surprised. And it's bad that we can say that. The fact that we got to say, I ain't surprised about some shit that you should be surprised about is sad. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, bro, y'all, everybody just stay prayed up, bro. Like, stay prayed up, man. If you don't do nothing with your life, man, if you give yourself to God, man, I'm telling you, bro, life it'll start working out in your favor, man. But if you don't have no faith, shit gonna always be bad for you, bro. And our country needs faith right now, bro. For real. Because
you know what George Michael said? You gotta have faith.
Well,
bro, for real.
Speaking of that, one of my favorite lines to tell people is God will make a way for you.
Every time.
Every time he makes a way for you. Now, with that said, you got to get up off your couch and go that way. You see what I'm saying? You can't sit down and expect the results that you want. You can't not pray and expect God to do something for you. So you got to
pray. It ain't going to happen.
No. Even if it's your mama's couch, get up off of her couch and go, you know.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But I just want to put that out there for y'all.
Yep.
Great fucking episode. So I'm gonna get up out of here for like I always do with y'all. Everything we do it on God. Everything I do it on God. Every time I do these two crazy motherfuckers, we do it on God. I am Young Money Bad News, the co-CEO of the Star Money Click. No more rapping in the world, and I am BMC for life. That is 1-5, the other co-owner of Star Money Click, the owner of Punish Me Vodka that sponsors every episode we do, and also no more producer in the world. That's Jimmy 2 times, the confused 49er fan and a hopeful Oklahoma Sooner fan, and my brother from another mother. We was the On God Podcast. We out.
Peace.
Assalamu alaikum, baby.
Shalom.